This part of the lesson is going to focus on the properties of ionic compounds. There are three major properties that you need to be able to explain. Those three properties are melting point, solubility, and electrical conductivity. I'm going to show you now a video of solubility and electrical conductivity. One of the first properties that you need to know about is that when solid, ionic compounds cannot conduct electricity. So if we use the example of sodium chloride, which is an ionic compound, if you've got a solid compound, electricity does not conduct. However, when you either dissolve or melt an ionic compound, so in this case dissolving sodium chloride, table salt in water, the ions become free to move. Therefore, it conducts electricity and the light bulb lights up. So from the video you've just seen, we had sodium chloride, table salt. The reason that they only conduct when solid is because of these things here called bonds. There are strong ionic bonds, strong forces of attraction between the positive metals and the negative nonmetals. This means that when you have your electrode, added into your liquid, the ions can't move. If they can't move, electricity cannot be passed on. If dissolved, or in this case molten, those bonds are free to move. So these ions can move. So my negative nonmetals can move to the positive electrode, and the positive nonmetals move to the negative electrode. It's this movement of ions that means that the ionic bond can conduct electricity. Most ionic compounds are soluble in water, which means they dissolve. The final property you need to be able to explain for ionic bonding is melting point. Now this is nice and simple. They have high melting points and boiling points because of the strong force of attraction that we talked about between the positive and the negative ions. This strong force of attraction needs a lot of energy to break it, therefore you need a high melting point